Okay, let me tell you something, friends. You always used to call this site what?
Capharnaum.
When we say Capernaum, I fully agree with you and I love the sound, Capernaum. But what does it mean, Capernaum? What does it mean? You say Capernaum, what does it mean?
The town of Jesus.
Exactly, the town of Jesus. This is where Jesus lived. But why Jesus, among all the side, decided to live here? Why at this specific side? Why Jesus, left Magdala, Tabra, Tiberias, and all of a sudden he decided to come as far as here and he settled down here. What the significance? What's behind it? What did you say again? What the name?
Capharnaum.
Why? Look here what's written. Don't you read English?
Capharnaum.
Caphar. What does it mean? How do you read it? Caphar. Virgin Mary, family name. There is no family name. Can you tell me Maria Magdalena, family name? So how they used to know who's Mary among them all? Mary of Magdala, that town. Where you come from? I came from Capharnaum. You live in the village where the prophet Nahum? Yes. So okay, you are Peter of Nahum? Yes. So he's Peter from Nahum. Where you come from? I'm Jesus of Nazareth. You came from Nazarene. This is the second. Okay, he's from Nazareth. That one from Jerusalem. How about Mary? Oh, Mary, Mother of God. Use her name. How about Maria? Maria, she came from Magdala. Okay, Maria Magdalena, since she came from Magdala. How about Mary, Martha? They are Mary of Martha of Bethany. They came from Bethany. The location represents a second day, a second name. And also, when we say Capharnaum, we need to know that if this is the beginning of the prophecy existed in here, that's why Jesus, among all villages, came as far as here. Got it? Yeah. So, when Jesus approached this side, nobody knows him yet. And no one knows who's Jesus. And no one will allow them to live together with them. So the first homeless person ever in life? Who's?
Jesus.
Jesus, he's over there. He's on bench. Huh? Let me show you.
O yan, tignan mo. Lang ko sandali. Yes. Lang ko sandali. Pagalitan na naman tayo kung hindi tayo. Ikaw. Si Twins.
Sabihin lagi.
Нет, вулканической.
Listen to this one. As you do into the least of my brother, you do into me. This wonderful piece of art was
Homeless Jesus. That means this is how Jesus ended up become homeless for the first few days upon his arrival.
Enorme, miles de guías y choferes y todos dedicados a la vino buenísima, y él trajo también con él, lo acompañó Kiko Argüello, que es el líder de la comunidad de neocatólica. Los picos, a box that they would wheel into place.
Now we know how to pronounce it again. Capharnaum. Since there is nothing to do with Capernaum, because Capernaum in reality has no names at all. Capharnaum comes with a meaning, meaningful for us, to give us an opportunity to understand at the beginning one out of those several reasons why Jesus decided to come and settle down here. Second, when we are within Capernaum, this is not the only size. The size of Capernaum go beyond the pink domes that you saw. That means it's bigger in size. But the first bigger city used to be, back at the time of Jesus, Magdala. Because within Magdala we found more than 200 fleets. It will show the size of Magdala. Second biggest within the shore of Galilee will be Capernaum. Since we are within Capernaum today, we need to understand who lives here and what their main income. Mostly Jew who lives here, because this area is well relocated within the western side of Galilee. And western side, the majority Jew, but the eastern side, the majority Gentiles. So within this area, are you sure, G, that Jew used to live here? I don't need to be sure myself. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm giving you what? An evidence. Yes, because of one reason, which is there is a synagogue. Synagogue goes from the first temple period, sorry, from the first century AD, and there is, above, there is late 4th century. Meaning there is 2 layers of synagogues. Synagogues for us today to be able to assure you that this is Jewish town. Second, what else? There is a harbor. Harbor, this is used to be one of those main harbors. From which period? From the Via Maris, the international trade route. You remember, Via Maris means sea route. It goes from Egypt all the way to certain point in Megiddo. Then from there, you go inland. You cross the most narrowest valley that we call it today, Aruna Valley. Then you are within Jezreel Valley. Then from there, you'll go up to Galilee, then lower down via Arbel, Dove Valley, D-O-V-E. And then from Dove Valley, you go to Magdala, because the moment you are off that valley, you will see the biggest city of Magdala. And from Magdala, you will get the ship from there all the way to the final harbor within the Via Maris, which is Capharnaum. From Capharnaum, all this trader, traveler, whoever comes, they may spend a day or a night here. They may sell their goods over here. They may just buy from here. That means there is a mixed cultural within this area. Since this is considered to be an international board, we will find more than one specific nation. We have more. We may have a Greek, we have Assyrian, we have, as well Gentiles coming in and out. We do have as well Samaritan. So you will have all different cultures in and out. Second, and the most important, if this is a harbor and you are at the shore, most of those men over here are expert with fishing.
Fishing.
Most of Jesus' disciples used to be fishermen.
Fisherman.
Such like Simon Peter, Matthew, they used to be the chief tax collector. Who else? John and James, the son of Zebedee. So all these disciples comes from Capharnaum. All of them, they are risen in Capharnaum, right? So if I will ask you one more question. So if this is used to be the main income, and that because of the harbor, fishermen, and goods, sites, several rooms as an inn, Jesus won't be able to stay within Magdala. Even Magdala, similar to this and bigger. He tried to be away and far from a city that was built by one of Herod's sons. Whose? When King Herod the Great died, the kingdom of King Herod the Great divided among his 3 sons. Herod Philippa, Herod Antipas, and Herod Agrippa I. When divided the land, Herod Philippa took Golan Heights, while Herod Antipas took, Galilee and the surrounding area, while Agrippa took over the city of Jerusalem. Herod Antipas, the most famous one, decided to show how power he is, similar to his father. So he decided as well to build a city. And he came as far as Galilee, and in top of an abandoned city, he decided to build a city southwest of Magdala. He started the process in 22 AD, and he managed to complete it, the most wonderful, fancy, luxury city. And he looked what to name that city, and he said, the only way to do that, to make the Romans happy, I will name it under one of their emperor. And who's that time used to be? Emperor Tiberius. That's why they named the city Tiberius. When you read the Sea of Tiberius, you will read it. Tiberius used to be the name of Emperor Tiberius, and to commemorate it, they named it after him Tiberius. When he finished, he welcomed Jew to live, since he was a king of Jew. But none of the Jew agreed to live. Why? They disagreed. Because he built the city in top of a cemetery, tombs. And since there's a tomb within the city wall, the whole city will consider impure. And since we are Jew, we won't be able to practice our religion because the whole city are pure. So they refused, and they remain settling down within Capharnaum and the surrounding area. Such like Capharnaum, Bethsaida, Chorazim, and Hiptabakon. All these we used to be a hometown for whom? For Jew. Who is Herod Antipas? Herod Antipas as well, he decided to restore one of the city in Samaria because he used Samaria as his capital. So he need to build the biggest city in Samaria. And then he built another city in Samaria with a big, huge theater and a city wall. And also he wanted to please the Romans. He named that city after one of the Romans emperor, and his name Sebastius. So we have another Sebastian city named after, built during King Herod Antipas. While he enjoying and having wonderful show, all of the sudden there was people dancing, and he looks around. He enjoyed that dancing, and then he said, "Wow, she's danced well and she is beautiful. He's king; he can take her easily." He called in front of everyone to show his power. He said, "I like your dancing. I like you. Ask me whatever you want right now, and I'm willing to give it to you." And that's an oath between me and you. She was martyr. What did she do? She ran to her mom, and she asked, "Mom, what shall I ask him?" You know her mom names? Salome. She said, "Ask him for the head of John the Baptist."
Ayan, hiningi niya yung ulo ni John the Baptist.
She came back in front of everyone, all the king. She said,
Tama nga.
"Are you still stand on your promise?" He said, "I'm standing even if you ask me for half of my kingdoms. Now I'm going to give it to you." He said, "I don't want your kingdom." He said, "Then what do you want?" He said, "I want the head of John the Baptist." Oh my. He already arrested John the Baptist and knew he is proclaimed to be a prophet according to them. And he been respected by most of the Jews. How I'm going to do it? But he already gave promise. So he ordered his army to go to the prison, beheaded John the Baptist, bring his head on a platter of silver. Yes, that's what she done. That put a fear among Jesus, and that's why he refused to be closer to Herod Antipas. He came as far here to keep low profile. From here his ministry started, and this became Jesus' hometown. But upon his arrival the first time, he stepped in here and he was about to enter to the synagogue. Where he was about to enter the synagogue, all of a sudden, someone said, "What do you want from us? I know who you are. You are the Son of High God. Are you here to destroy my authority?" Then Jesus said, "Be quiet." Step out of him. Who's that? Demons. There was a man inside already. With them, possessed by demons. You remember your pictures? Possessed by demons. Your picture
Yes.
that Rina took for you.
Yes.
Possessed by demons. First of Jesus' arrival, he managed to heal someone. Then Jesus stepped out of here, the synagogue, and he walked toward the harbor. Midway, he stopped by the house of whom? Peter. And when he stepped in, he found out that his mother-in-law suffered from high fever. And of course, they requested if Jesus can help. So Jesus healed her, and she started serving them. Jesus stayed within the house of Peter. Many of men, thousands of people comes in and out. Those who suffer for long, time comes to be healed. Everyone comes, and Jesus healing. More than 27 miracles Jesus performed within Capharnaum. More than 27. The bleeding woman, the centurion man, the mother of Peter, the possessed demons, and many more. All those were within Capharnaum. So Jesus struggled. While Jesus was within the house of Peter, all of a sudden, a family brought their paralyzed man. But they found out that it's really crowded. How are we going to do it? What? Families. But from, I mentioned the house of Peter. Is Peter as well from Capharnaum? Yes or no? Yes. I love you. Why no? No, you said no. I love you, man. You want to ruin your story. Why no? I'm not going to say anything until you tell me why no.
The question is why Salome hates John the Baptist.
Because John the Baptist, treated and disrespect their parents, and especially their father and their kingdom. he was about to destroy by proclaiming about Jesus, Son of God.
Adulterous siya.
That caused the hatred among you. Now, don't put me into a story. Why no? I'm not
You
really.
go ahead. I cannot answer that. So go ahead.
She's right. She's right. He's
I
not
was
from here.
wondering about Salome.
She's right. He's not from here. The house belonged to his mother-in-law, Peter from Bethsaida. But according to Judaism law, you cannot name things after a female. So that's why they say the house of Peter. But originally Peter comes from Bethsaida, married here, settled down here, and then he becomes in charge of heir or wife families. Since his mother-in-law widow, they named us after Peter. She's right. You are right. He's not from here, from Bethsaida. And Bethsaida, we discover a new Bethsaida. Just among many of you said yes, she decided to step back. Don't do that. Yesterday we spoke about Elijah and the 450. Number mean nothing. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I would say I'm wrong. But she was right, but when she saw, was a kind of fear. Second, friends, Peter used to be called until Peter and Jesus and the other end up in Golan Heights, Simon. His name was changed when Jesus gathered and he went to those fishermen and said, do you want me to show you how to fish men? Instead, they follow me. They followed him. He had his disciples. And in one night, Jesus decided to go into a solitary area where he prayed all night over the Sea of Galilee. Then he chose his disciples. 6 days later, Jesus, when he found out that Herod Antipas was the one in charge of beheaded John the Baptist, he decided to flee. Where to? Where do I need to go? If I go to Tiberias, he will find me. If I go to Nazareth, they will find me. If I go to Jerusalem, his brother there. If I go to Golan Heights, Herod Philippa there. Where do I need to fly to? Where do I need to escape to? If I will stay here, he may come. And he said, "Ow, that's a good story." While he was sitting, he heard that there was a conflict between Herod Antipas and Herod Philippa. What that conflict? Herod Antipas married his brother's wife. He took her by force. That was the conflict, and Jesus found out that the best to go to is to Golan Heights. When they arrived to Golan Heights to Banias, which is Caesarea Philippa, Jesus asked the disciples, "Who do you think am I?" I've been in that side just a week ago, before just 2 days before I just met you with the group, and it's on my face I've decided. I filmed everything, and I give a full explanation about the site. If you go to my page, you will see that's wonderful, as if you are there. I showed everything. So the site there used to be, Hasmonean Greek, Romans pagan, called Pan. Pan, one of the god, according to the Greeks, the Greek god, Pan mean half man and half God. And that's the Pan. So Jesus stepped up and there was a gate of hell. He said, from now on, this will be a gate of heaven. And who do you want to just over there? That's from Jesus. Here you can see. The late 4th century AD, white synagogue built upon the remain of synagogue from Jesus. That's black one from Jesus. This is from the late 4th century. If you want to walk over Jesus synagogue, you can come from here this way and you walk. Now I want two from you to come over here. Come over here, all of you. Can you come up? No, you come from here first. Come up. Come up.
Turon mo yan.
Now, come up. Watch out. Come. Stop. Wait, don't go inside. So, sometimes. And what else? You kneel.
And then our reason.
Guys, bale, andito tayo sa Capharnaum Ito yung hometown ni Jesus of Nazareth. Tara, let's go. Explore natin. So guys, yung nakikita nyo sa likod ko, ito daw yung mga rooms nila dati. Yung mga rooms nila in time of Jesus. So na-preserve nila. Yan o. Yan yung rooms nila. Yan, mga bali daw yung Capharnaum daw. Ito daw yung town, puro lang daw Jews ang nakatira. So ito yung mga bahay, kwarto. Yan. Ano, pakita ko sa inyo. So may tinayo na palang, so may tinayo simbahan diyan. Okay. Yan guys. Yan oh. Yan. Jesus time pa yan. Yan. Jesus time pa yan, mga ano na yan, mga kwarto or bahay. Yan hanggang doon. Hanggang doon. Itong buong paligid, yan, itong buong paligid. Hometown ni Jesus, yan. Paano naging hometown? Kasi sa Bible, ang Capharnaum is located nearby Sea of Galilee. So ayun yung Sea of Galilee. Nasa tapat lang. So karamihan daw dito sa mga Jews ang trabaho dati sa time ni Jesus is fishermen like Peter. Okay? Yan. Ito yung hometown ni Jesus.
Jumate Mihaela, un 3 sferturi Andrei.
So, tignan nyo. Itong poste, mga poste dito. Ito pa yung time ng Jesus. Oh, nahawakan pa yung time. Malamang sa alamang nahawakan din ni Christ. Itong mga poste na ito. Pambihira. Sobrang galing. Sobrang galing. Malamang. Isa sa mga poste na ito, nahawakan siyempre ni Jesus to. Kasi, itong parang synagogue na ito, where I was here, kung saan ako nandito, ito yung pinaka synagogue, which means place of gatherings. Dito yan sila. So maring dito nagpe-preach dati si Christ. Hawak ako ng ibang poste pa. Believed to be, sigurado nahawakan din niya ito, kasi ito yung hometown niya. Para ma-feel, para maging parang naging part na tayo ng history ng kanyang 33 years, I believe, dito sa mundo bago siya namatay. Yan, kakakilapot. It's an opportunity to be here, guys. Chora. Explore. Wait lang. Mama Bing. Welcome to Capharnaum. Ay, sorry, kumukuha pala siya. Yung picture kita. I-edit niya naman yan. 1, 2, 3, smile. 1, 2, 3, smile. 1, 2, 3, smile. Ako naman. So guys, magbo-boat ride tayo sa Sea of Galilee. Chora, let's go. Shalom, shalom, shalom.
Despacito, despacito. Despacito, despacito. Thank you. Con cuidado, señora. No te tishmaralea la Despacito. Yo, Macro, yo.
Great experience.
Vámonos.
Malona.
Tadi tanim.
What a day to be at the shore of Sea of Galilee. What a wonderful experience to be able to sail over this wonderful body of water. What a wonderful to be able to experience the Sea of Galilee, the body of water that carry Jesus from east, west and backward. The Sea of Galilee, the one that still exists, to show you that within body of water Jesus walked over. Jesus walked over this water. When we talk about the Sea of Galilee, I'm talking about phenomena. I'm talking about a water is still giving, providing and giving life. This water, it's a life water, it's a living water. What do else we need? More than a living water, nothing else. The most for us is Jesus, because he's the living water, the living bread, and the living soul. Since he's not with us, he gave us the living water, the living bread, and the living soul to be with us day and night. The body of water that you are about to sail over, to go and to experience, it's the one of the most significant, 8-mile width with the 21 longs and the depth 244. These are the body of water that carry water, comes from up north, which is that direction. Look what I point out. It comes, from 3 different riverbeds. One we call it Dan, second Hachpani, and third Banias. These are the 3 mountains. Do it for you. So the water comes from where? Comes from Galilee or Upper Galilee, then from the Golan Heights. That means these 3 rivers at certain point merge and create a river. Comes from Golan Heights to Upper Galilee, then to the Sea of Galilee, and that the Jordan River. First in and continue that direction like we're standing and pointing all the way down south via Jordan Valley and then into the Dead Sea. So when we talk about Gentiles, used to be on the eastern side, which is there, that the Golan Heights today. Look how big the Golan Heights ridge is. Goes all the way up north until it reaches Syrian border. And The western side where this wonderful hotel is considered to be what? The western side, the kingdom of Jesus. The ministry of Jesus. He's turned off and we're going that direction north, and we're gonna point out those sides that we've been in. So when we talk about this fresh water, this used to be the only fresh water for the state of Israel. The area before 73 used to be completely conquered by Syria on the other side. And you know, it gave out a threat to be within this side. Among different countries, many will suffer. So that's why we keep over our source of water for God. Look at this wonderful, boat. We have the similar to this one from Jesus' time. 15 different or 12 different kind of water. Second, when we are standing and overlooking this city, we'll see the upper mountains. We'll be able to see as well the location of Magdala, and we can see the ancient and the modern Magdala. We can see our belly cliff, and all that area where I'm pointing right now, that area, western side, that rich with history, memory from Jesus' time. Father, where's Father? See Peter. Jesus said, cast the net to the right side of the boat. Let's see the kind of net that's used by Jesus. Look over here. He's about to cast the net.
Oh, I like that.
Friends, can you see the net? He's about to cast the net.
Where's
And the net here represents, that time. Look how we're going to do it. Look how we're going to do it.
Ay, sorry.
The fish?
وين؟ حكي ريقة. רוצים בצד ימין, לא רוצים בצד שמאל. רוצים בצד ימין.
קודם כל זורקים בצד שמאל, אחר כך זורקים בצד
huli ka na isda? This is very
This
nasty.
was not made in China.
Go ahead.
Everybody ready, cameras?
Okay.
حكي ريقة.
Number.
אתה מוכן תגיד.
Sana may mahuli. Tilapia.
1,
2.
2, and 3.
Yay! Woo! Sana may kuha.
Fishy, fishy,
Fishy, fishy, fishy!
fishy.
Fishy! Wala kaming tanghalian. Kailangan mayroon huli. St. Peter's fish. Huli tilapia. Oh, may huli na kami!
One more time, right side. I will make it. One more time.
Okay, 1,
3, 2,
ganda.
1 and a half hours. One and a minute. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Sana may huli. Yun! Sana may huli.
Persons po, you could cry, you could express everything, your words of
Philippines.
gratitude, your wishes, your prayers here, your prayers
Welcome
po.
to Sea of Galilee!
2 or 3.
I would like to I would like to take this opportunity to thank other people. Nung nagsabi siya sa akin na meron siyang schedule dito, actually, meron akong fears, worries na kasi di ba, nasa tayo ng war. Pero nung sinabi ko kay Cesar, sabi niya, huwag kang matakot kasi kasama natin si Father Pipo. So nagkaroon ako ng faith na siguro it's a
Guys, nag-travel ako ng 16 hours from Philippines to Israel. So, akala ko ang pagkain dito iba sa Pilipinas. So, tignan nyo yung pagkain. Tilapia. Ayan. Tilapia. Tawag nila dito St. Peter's fish. Nahuhuli daw ito sa Sea of Galilee. Holy fish kung tawag nyo dito.